Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and that back in review of MTV Catfish, Season 8, Episode 24. Excuse me, the episode of Tony and Tiana. Alright, this is another pre-pandemic episode, so that means they out and about, traveling, going to people's houses, so like that. Episodes that people will miss having. So, again, I think next week they're going back to the quarantine edition, so this episode is another pre-pandemic. Okay, let's jump right into it. So we get Tony. And I'm going to give Tony a nickname because his swagger and everything, his clothes and pants below his behind and all that stuff, wearing the blinging, remind me of Eminem when I was growing up. So he could be the 2020 Eminem. That's his nickname. If you hear me saying 2020 Eminem, that's Tony, okay, y'all? I like. So 2020 Eminem, DM Neve. And saying that he's 25, he lives in Cincinnati, Ohio, and a girl named Tiana hit him up on Facebook, and they've been talking for 2 years. She says she's in the Navy, she has a son. He said that she works at Target, and he also thinks that she's a dancer, so he believes that she's a stripper, and all that stuff. And I said, 2020 Eminem did mention that he has grown up in a foster home. He's been in 24 different foster homes since he was 5 years old. That's sad. To be bouncing around a foster home like that, that's sad. And he was so enamored about her raising her son because since he's been around the foster home a lot, he didn't really have a stable household. So he wanted to be there to be the father figure or something like that to help raise the sons because he had a soft spot and he don't want her son to be raised up with nobody or no influence. So I said that's commendable, 2020 Eminem. That's commendable, okay? And he never got FaceTime with her. They never talk on FaceTime because every time he want to talk on FaceTime, she always give him excuses and don't have a time. Don't have a time. And he always said he wanted to fly over there because she lives in the West Coast. She lives in San Diego, California. So it's hard trying to meet. So he said he's willing to come over there and see her. But every time they're trying to have that happen or a discussion, she always giving a runaround. And then when things get good, she just stopped talking. I said, oh, so they said, so what about her that you feel like you want her other than she looked good? He said, yeah, she got a good body, she looked good and everything. And let's see the pictures, and it's a beautiful, different pictures of Tiana, some of them in lingerie. They talk on Facebook Messenger throughout the time. They do audio talks, text messages, and they send each other different private parts. She sent that, the kitty cat to him, all that stuff. I said, oh, what's up? She sent him a video of her playing with a Kit Kat. I said, "Ooh, snap! What the hell is this? This is too this is G-rated too much right here. We need to do the PG-13 or PG version of the Catfish, y'all." He said he watches Catfish, so he knows what's going on. And he sees some red flags, and he needs help tracking down. He's hoping that she is the person, a legit person that he's been talking to, and he want to make it work with her. He wants to build a relationship. He want to do this. They say she said, "I love him" to him first, and all that yada business. So it was funny how when 2020 Eminem came on the freaking thing, he said, "Yo, what up?" And he said, "Oh, hold up, bro, hold up. You ain't gonna upstage me in my show. Here, he could bling out right now. We could do the blinging right now, bling and." 2020 Eminem had a big chain, and he said, boy, no bro. Here, shoot, we bros." It's funny. So they was like, this all the information he gave. 2020 Eminem gave him all the information because he's seen the show, so he know he go get the, he was ready. So he gave the name, he gave the address that he had know of, the phone number, and stuff like that. So they was like, hold up. They got an address, look at the address, and they saw that the address is kind of close by to where they at. They said, okay, let's do something. So they're going to fly him down to in Diego and say, listen, you said if things working, he could try to make them work. He said if things turn out and she's like legit, she's the real person, then I'm willing to make whatever effort I do to make the relationship work. and to a point that he was willing to move to California to be with her. I said, oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so they say, hey, you can fly down here. You get a chance to see the state and see how it is. You see the city and see if you enjoy this area. So you get a 2-for-1. You can see the area if you like it, and then also you can be able to meet the catfish. Okay. So 2020 Eminem sent information, the thing. So they said, look at the thing. They say, you know what? He said, let's do something different, Cammy. Let's do something different that we normally do. Since he's coming tomorrow, and he come to San Diego, we're going to tell him to meet us at San Diego. We're going to drive by to the house and check the house. So that means we're going to meet this catfish early, boy. Like, come on, Cam, you with it, or you with it? And Cammy said, okay. You do something a little different. Because normally they don't go to the catfish house till later to the end of the episode. But no, Neve said the first 10 minutes of the episode we going to the house. I said, I hear that. So they went to the house. Neve is knocking. All of those going on, going to different places. I said, Neve, you can't be doing all that. You can't be doing all that, Neve. Like, you can't be going to the people's... And so, apparently they saw a picture on Facebook or stuff like that. And they saw, like, my new car popping, or something like that. New car popping in the front of the house. So they said, this looks similar. It's like this in this house. The car is right in the same house that they showed us. This much where she lived at. So that's where they went, all that stuff. And then apparently some girl came out the door. This girl named Siobhan. Her name is Siobhan. And he said, my niece said, yo, what's up, Siobhan? How you doing? What's up, boo? And I'm from Catfish. Have you seen the show Catfish? She said, no. I said, throw her away to the wolves. Throw her to the wolves. How the hell you in 2020 and you young enough to know what catfish is? Young people know the term catfish and ghosting and all that stuff. When older people probably not know the terms, they probably know of it, but it was called different terms before. Now, they coined these terms, so you young enough to know what catfish, and you never seen the episode, granted, give her the benefit of the doubt that she never seen catfish. She had to know what the word catfish means. Okay? Can you be the one? I never seen it. No. Girl, bye. Shoot. I don't need one to sweet chin music that ass. It's like, you know catfish, girl? So, she was talking on the thing, and they were talking to her, and they said, oh no, you can't, let's talk outside, we can't come in the house. I said, girl, what was that? Like, nobody asked to go in the house. Like, why are you so freaking nervous? And she was like, my name is Siobhan. He said, do you know a Tiana? And stuff like that. He just explained this. He said, I'm from Catfish. What we do, we help somebody named 2020 Eminem meet this girl named Tiana because he had to talk to somebody for 2 years. Have you ever talked to somebody named 2020 Eminem? She said, no. And I have a boyfriend. So, no, I have no online dating, all that stuff like that. Do you know a girl named Tiana? She said, no, I don't know a Tiana. And basically, me and my boyfriend just moved to this place 2 weeks ago. So maybe she had been living here before. All that stuff. And he said, how can we get in touch to see who lived there before and the information to the landlord? She said, I don't even talk to my landlord like that. I don't know, my boyfriend might know that. And he said, kid, get information to the landlord. She's like, yeah, I can give you my number. I said, give my number. And that's that. They gave the number, move on their way. And Cammy said she's lying somewhere. And excuse me, why am I burping so much? God, what the hell? And they look at the timestamp of the thing. They say, hold up, let's check this timestamp because something ain't right. And Cammy said she was a little too off and a little too fishy about having to talk outside. They say, well, we're strangers. They didn't want nobody coming in the house. She said, yeah, I get that, but how she said it, like nobody comes in the house, like she hiding something. Yeah, it seemed like she was hiding something. And she looking around and said, what's going on? And it saw the timestamp was just like past Sunday. So if she was in this house like 2 weeks ago, that timestamp would have been 2 weeks ago. It's not enough recently, so she lived here around somewhere. Either she lived close by, or she stopped by, they said, honey, I'll take a picture of somebody in front of their house, or Siobhan is lying. And Siobhan could be Tiana, or Siobhan knows Tiana. Alright, so we'll see that. So 2020 Eminem finally flew down to San Diego. They met up with him. They tell him all the different things and what's going on. And he said, oh, okay. So they searching all that stuff, and they searching all the. They did the phone search. That ain't come up with a good thing. The phone search that she gave them, that ain't come up well. So the phone search didn't do well. The photos didn't do much. They checked the name on Instagram. They saw a hit on Instagram, and all it was weird that all the pictures were dated that one day, at that one time, little bit of likes, not much comments, and that's it. I said that's good. That's crazy how you put all pictures for that one day. Posted on that same day. So that's that. And then they got thing, and they would say, hold up. They come up with some of them Tiana, Shawntiana, Shawntiana, Shawntiana. Let me stop, y'all. Get focused, side. And then they got Shawntiana, and they said they saw a Facebook picture. It kind of similar stuff like that. And then show Shawntiana, it was another Facebook page. And then they looked at Shawntiana, it was Instagram. And then on the Instagram, it shows a picture, finally a picture of her holding up some sun, because 2020 Eminem said that he didn't really see any pictures of her and her son. And I said, how do you know she doesn't really have a son? And she never even posted of her son. All that stuff. And he said he was very commendable. He very intrigued that she's a mother and taking care of her son and all that stuff. And that's what majorly draw him towards her. And one of the pictures of the baby holding is Shawntiana Tiana was holding the baby. Siobhan said, "Oh, I miss y'all. I can't wait to see y'all," something like that. So it was like, this is Siobhan right here. So wow, she knows Tiana. She knows Shawntiana Tiana. And I'm like, I don't know why I keep calling it Shawntiana Tiana. That's too many syllables, but I like saying it. So Siobhan knows Shawntiana Tiana. And they would say, okay, we got to do something. So they went back to the house with 2020 Eminem to see who's around there, what's going on. Knocking on the doors, different areas, all that stuff. I said, Neve, you better stop doing all that stuff. You can't be going on people places like that, walking around, seeing what's going on. Nobody was answering the door. Nobody was answering. And they would say, listen, they was calling the phone number. Nobody was answering the phone number. They got in the car. 2020 Eminem said, listen, I know her voice because we did been chatting, so I could recognize her voice. So they called the number. Some lady said, hello, who's this? He said, hello, this is Siobhan. No. This is Shawntiana Tiana. No. And he said, who's this? My name is Monique. Why are you calling my phone? You got the wrong number. And what's up? He said, oh, so sorry. Okay, bye. And I said, okay, you better do it, Monique. You better tell him. It's like, wrong number, boo. No, there's none of the people you calling. This is none of the people you asking. You saying, I am Monique. You called the wrong number. And hang up the phone. And hang up the phone. And he said, no, that's not Shawntiana Tiana. And I was like, listen, we're going to keep it short. The next day and see what's up. We're going to contact Shawntiana Tiana, hit her up on the phone, and see if she responds back. Next day came. 2020 Eminem said, yo, Neve, yo, Neve, listen, bro. Shawntiana Tiana sent me a video message saying that she saw a video thing that she saw a camera of y'all two at her front of the house. And did Cammy had a black shirt the time y'all came to the house? They said, yeah, Cammy had a black shirt. How she know that? And so Neve got Cammy. They went to 2020 Eminem place. And no, they met up with 2020 Eminem. And he showed them, and they showed the videos. Shawntiana Tiana was in that freaking house. She was in the house. The same house that Siobhan said, oh, nobody can go inside. She was in that house. And she videotaped them outside the house when they was out there when they talked to Siobhan. I said, Siobhan was lying. So she was hiding Shawntiana Tiana. And they would say, all right. So Shawntiana Tiana said, listen, if I want to see you yesterday, I would have seen you yesterday. Okay? So Cammy said, oh, that's kind of rude. She basically said, F y'all. Sure, if I want to see y'all, I would have seen you, so go away. I'm not seeing y'all right now. So Neve said, nah, it could mean that she's saying she could want to meet but it's a possibility to meet. 2020 Eminem believed the same way as Neve. Cammy said, no, read it between the lines. She said she would have seen y'all, she would have seen y'all, and she don't want to see y'all, so move away. So, they would say, listen, so 2020 Eminem hit up and said, listen, do you want to see me or not? And that's that. They said, all right, we're going to table this, and we're going to go the next day. So the next day, Shawntiana Tiana hit up Neve. They said, listen, 2020 Eminem had me blowing up my phone, constantly blowing up my phone. Yes, then we're going to meet, and here's the address. We're going to meet at this address, okay? They said, cool. And he said, you be hitting up my phone? She said, no, I don't be hitting up my phone like that. I only hit up once. I was like, Then went to the house, look at the place, knocking on the doors, waiting for Shawntiana Tiana, and see if she going to be there. And that's it. After a while, Shawntiana Tiana came out. The actual person that was on the photos came out. I said, oh, okay, so that's really you. Why you hiding? Baby, what came out their mouth was like, okay. And now we looking at figure 2020 Eminem like he's something else too. Because she said, listen, she mentioned, yes, she has a son. She's not in the Navy. She was applying for the Navy, but she never went to boot camp. She don't work in no Target. She work at somewhere else, but he came out with Target. And she works in a nightclub as a bartender. She said she was a situationship. And basically, it was no romance going on between those two. And he think it's something else. And she said, no. Because you be blowing up my phone. You be constantly hitting me up. And all that stuff. You very stalkerish. And stuff. And she was sending mixed signals to saying that, oh, in the beginning, yes, I wanted to be in a relationship with him. But then I lost interest because he was doing the way too much. He called me a thot. He said, no, I ain't call you a thot. But then he said, oh, yeah, I call her a thot. But she's not really a thot. I call her. I was like, oh my gosh, so what you do? They called the phone, showing the call logs. He has to be blowing off her phone and stuff. And she blocked him. She said she unfriended him like 30 times. She said, you ain't unfriending me. You lying. She said, yes, I have been unfriending you. I had not been contacting you. I told you to stop hitting me up. And he said, yeah, she told me to stop hitting me up. But when she called me with some things, I don't know what she really called me about, but she called me, then I called her back. And she said, no, you lying. And he said, I said, oh my God, y'all both is doing the most. Like, come on now. So Neve said, listen, I guess there's some more to the story. So we're going to talk separately. Cammy talked to 2020 Eminem and talked to him, and he said, yeah, I said a thigh and all that stuff, but she's not really a thigh. Just like she got me said, I come on all the way over here to try to meet her, and she didn't want to meet me and all that stuff. All that stuff. Mind you, he's still wearing that freaking swag up clothes, his pants behind his blowing his butt and all that stuff. I said, yeah, 2020 Eminem. And she was in there, she said, yeah, she was sending some mixed signals and everything, and I let him know and stuff, but Neve said, listen, be clear with him, tell him straight up and everything. She said, okay, cool. They got together and all that stuff, they speak. He said, yo, you was telling me all that stuff, like all that stuff. And he said, stop lying and all that stuff. You called me a thigh and I was turned off and this and that. And you know what's going on. And this, that. Long story short, it's a done deal with those two. She said, no, we can't be friends. We can't be friends. He said, oh, yo, why you gotta go like that? Really? It is what it is. And he said he's done. It is what it is. I move forward. No love lost. No feelings involved. And that's that. Two months later, 2020 Eminem saying, yes, Shawntiana Tiana has been talking a little bit here and there. And that's it. He said we were chilling, we were vibing. Okay, all right, 2020 Eminem. And then they hit up Shawntiana Tiana. And Shawntiana Tiana said, yeah, he be hitting me up. He be blowing my phone up and stuff like that. But he knows I have a boyfriend, so I hope he finds someone. That's it. I said, okay, Shawntiana Tiana, you better let him know. And that's that. I was like, oh, that was MTV Catfish, y'all. This episode was something, but hey, it is what it is. Swagged out, hip-hop-ish, throwing this Oh my gosh, Romeo Juliet type of thing. I don't know what's going on with this episode, but it was something. But please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right, peace.